Hey, folks. Sorry. This is Matt once again, and this time I'm coming at you with more I think about it, probably my favorite of the three, Beverly Hills Cop 2. Now, I know a lot of people disagree with that. I still love the first film a lot, but I would say I like this a bit more. It's definitely the one I watched the most growing up, directed by the late Tony Scott. One of my favorite films Tony Scott has done. I'm not sure if this might be the only sequel he's done. Once again, Don Simpson and Jerry Bruckheimer come back as producers. Once again, you have Eddie Murphy, Judge Reinhold, Ronny Cox, John Ashton, Paul Reiser, Deal. What was his name? Deal Hill, Gilbert Hill as Inspector Todd. I know at first they were thinking of doing a TV series, but Eddie Murphy didn't want to do a TV series, but he was okay with doing a sequel. And they got Tony Scott because Tony Scott had done Top Gun, and that was a hit. And then there was an idea which they would try to do this for part three as well, where he would go over to fucking London or Paris, and like there was an international police convention, and I'm like, this is a plot that they tried to do for part three. I'm like, what is their hard on? I'll get more to that in part three. What is their hard on with trying to get Axel Foley overseas to London and Paris? Because they did it to Rush Hour 3, they did it to A Good Day to Die Hard. It didn't work out well for those movies. It's like that's where the land where ideas become bankrupt. But this worked out well. I mean, you could say it's sort of the same thing, and it is. It's someone Eddie Murphy knows gets hurt in the first film, dead. And this one shot because Ronny Cox's character gets shot. Eddie Murphy finds out, goes over there, joins with John Ashton, Judge Reinhold, and they have another adventure. That's fine because look at Beverly Hills Cop 3. Well, actually, that car had the same thing too, because there's another one where someone he knows gets killed and he wants goes to Beverly Hills. And that's a shitty way of doing it. So yeah, if you think about it, all Beverly Hills Cop films have the same plot. But when I get to the third film, I'm like, I'll get into that. The reason I enjoy this film a lot is I think Tony Scott did a good job with the action. I know there's a guy on here who he mentioned how he wasn't a fan of this one. He didn't think the action editing was that good. But I disagree. I thought the action was fine. I think the editing was just fine. So I do disagree with him with that. I mean, even little things. I like Eddie Murphy's look with the jacket, the Detroit Lions jacket, because he didn't have it in the first film. So I even like the little look. I love the opening. Shakedown, breakdown, you busted, down, down, shakedown, good go. I think it was Bob Seger. I think it was like the either the first or the only number one hit he had. Maybe not the only, but I know that it became a number one hit, but which I really enjoy. And I like the other soundtrack. Like Be There by Pointer Sisters, A Better Way by James Ingram. I thought once again this had a good soundtrack. Harold Faltermeyer comes back to do the score again. I think he does a good job with the score. He doesn't just copy the first film. He gives it a different feel to it. But I still really enjoy the score. I think the score still does a great job. And it was nice that they brought Harold Faltermeyer back. I think it helped that they brought a lot of the same people back. The producers, Don Simpson and Jerry Bruckheimer, a lot of the cast, the guy who did the music. And then Tony Scott gave it his feeling, his look to the film. And I like Tony Scott's look. And I thought it was cool to see that in this movie. And then you got Brigitte Nielsen, which really enough, she was in Cobra, which was going to be Beverly Hills Cop. And then, the girl was in Cobra, Stallone's woman at the time, is in this. Pretty crazy. But I thought she did a good job as the bad guy, as well as Jurgen Prochnow. I thought he did a good job as the bad guy as well. And I mean, the plots in these films are pretty much a whatever. Like, really, what was the plot of the first film, The Bad Guys? Something to do with bonds and drugs. This one, they're stealing money so they can buy guns and sell them some other place. But the plots of The Bad Guys are pretty inconsequential in these. What you're watching these is for Eddie Murphy and his team and the fun that they have. Sorry for that. Shit. Almost choked there. I'm getting so excited by this movie, I'm ready to choke. Choke a bitch. Ronny Cox's character gets shot. Doesn't get killed, but he gets shot. A. Murphy fight. And because Ronny Cox had hunches about these things called the alphabet crimes. And at the same time, Eddie Murphy, again, yeah, that great opening montage, energetic, gets your adrenaline pumping with Shakedown, car revving up, driving to, he's going to do a deal with his credit card fraud. And actually, the guy who had dealt with the cigarettes in the first film is there. And Eddie Murphy, I thought he did a good job with the scene. Now, let's see if that quote is, if that dialogue's in here. Hey, man, take off your glasses. I thought that was you, man. You almost got busted. I did get busted. I lost my whole investment because of you, Vinny. What the hell's wrong with you, man? You know I'm a businessman. I gotta work. What? You come inside here half hour late, and on top of that, you gonna bring the goddamn cop with you, too? What are you talking about, a cop? He ain't no cop. That's Dirty Harry himself, man. What the fuck is wrong with you? You don't bring him in here. You calling me a cop? You definitely a cop. He ain't no cop. He's my nephew. Well, the dude's definitely bad luck. I don't know what he is to you. He's bad luck to me. Bad luck, I don't fucking tell you what's bad luck. My friend's in a prison body shop fixing all the cars they smashed that day. Cause you had to fuck around. This guy's a fucking clown. Hey, what a second. What are you trying to do with? I'm checking this for your wire, man. Why can't I check you, huh? If he ain't a cop, if he ain't wire, why can't I frisk him? Why won't you let me frisk him then? Why can't I frisk him if he ain't got no wire on? I have the money. I do want to do business. But with you, I ain't doing nothing in front of this dude because this dude is a cop. I know what you can smell pig inside the room. I used to be a Muslim, man, and I know that pork's over here. See? Yes, pork. It's definitely pork. I ain't doing shit around this dude, man. You want to do business? You know where to find me. Fuck you, man. Allahu Akbar. How they really ended. Assalamu alaikum, or whatever he said. So again, he uses his mouth to bullshit his way in and out of situations, which he doesn't really do in the third film, which I'll get to. I thought that scene was pretty funny. Then he has the scene with Inspector Todd. Says, well, what's all this money that... where the fuck you been, Foley? What the fuck is this? It's a blue slip. What in the hell you need $1,000 for? Little flash money. Flash money? Well, let's see here. $2,000 for a suit? $200 for a tie? A requisition order for a Ferrari? I don't want to see any more of these blue slips. I want to see some arrest slips. Listen, I know you're getting upset. I know that you have reason to be upset. But let me tell you something, Chief. I'm close. I'm so close. I'm closer than I've been, and it's making me crazy because I just smell it in there, and I smell it. See? Do you smell it? Because I smell it. Yeah, all I smell is your bullshit. For 6 months, I've been pouring down a bottomless hole. Where are the bad guys at the end of this rainbow? And wait a second. Wait, I just thought that if there was a problem... Don't think, Axel. It makes my dick itch. The truth is, this department's fronting you a fortune, and my ass is on the line. I okayed all this shit. And this is after Eddie Murphy has found out that his friend Ronny Cox has been shot, so he's going to go to Beverly Hills. So he goes, okay, I'm going to do it, but I'm going to go deep, 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 deep undercover. I will sleep, drink, shit, and because he's talking about, and I won't do anything with that car. I won't mess it up because it's a really expensive car. So I will sleep, drink, shit. No, I don't think I'm not sure. Come on, why would I shit in the car? Visits the hospital, sees John Ashton and Judge Reinhold there. I like that he's able to fucking steal a house. I think even John Ashton says, bullshit, you stole this house. How the fuck do you steal a house? This is my uncle's house. Let's see if they even have that. Let's see. It might not be on there, uh, but I like that. I like that how he bullshits his way because there's like construction guys at this house, and he pretty much steals the house. And he goes, "These are wrong plans. These are wrong plans. These are the old plans. Didn't they tell you about the new plans? No. Didn't they? I don't know. No, see, there shouldn't be any right angles." And the guy's like, "Well, why do they want to live in a donut?" Hey, they're paying you. They want to live in a donut. Let them live in a donut. Whoever gave you this is an asshole. I like that when he talks to Judge Reinhold and John Ashton, there's like this new prick that's their sort of new chief. He's like, "Who the hell are you?" And then he bullshits his way. "I'm Johnny Wishbone, cited from Island St. Croix. Let me guess, you're Lutz and you're Biddle, like Tibble and Bits." And pretty much is them. What I like is from then on, it's these guys. This is the reason why I enjoy this film more, is because I thought the action was a little bit better. Because I thought Tony Scott knows how to handle action, so I thought like the finale shootout was a bit better, had more to it. I like the look of the film, thanks to Tony Scott and such. And these three guys are in it as a team more. Like by that time, through the rest of the film, they are pretty much a team. And there's still a lot of funny bits in it. Like he asked Judge Reinhold for his vitamins, like, "My vitamins? Well, all my vitamins?" And so Eddie Murphy, in order to get in this gun club, he tastes his water and he puts it over his face. And I wonder if that dialogue's in there. No, probably not. Yeah, it's not in here. But pretty much makes it believe that this bag, which is the vitamins, but that this is explosive projectiles. Like he's being very careful. And she's like, "No, no, you can't be here. Or how about you take this over there too? Hey, you guys made a mistake. I don't have to." And then gives her like $10. So then she gives him 20. "This is like my brother. All they found was $20 in a pair of Adidas." So he just like if this is the bag, he like puts like water on his face. Like, "This is supposed to project us. $20, $10, $20. This is how they found my brother. $20 in a pair of Adidas." So yeah, I like he bullshits his way out of it. That's where he sees Brigitte Nielsen. And he goes like, "Oh, before that he when he's holding it, he's like, we almost got fucked up." Fate sneezes just to serve the bullshit further. And then when he sees Brigitte Nielsen, he goes, "God damn, that's a big bitch." And it's like, "So how long does it take to shave them legs?" And then when he's at the gun range, like the gun there isn't working, so he just takes his real gun and shoots the fucking like as a gun range, you have like a screen with like people on there, and he just shoots the screens, gives them full of holes, and laughs. I'm smiling just reviewing the film. That's how much fun I had with the movie. Then Judge Rhino and John Ashton go and say, "Well, you stole this house. How the fuck you steal a house? It's my uncle's house. Watch out, the deck there is slippery." And then he's watching TV, Eddie Murphy blips out, "Look at the big titties." And he's like, "Yeah, look, titties, orange juice, beer. Will you get in your drawers and get in the pool?" And he's like, "Oh, I love it when you're sexy. What is it? "Oh, you so sexy being mean. I bet you get your sweet ass in the pool." John Ashton's like, "Axel, get out of the goddamn pool," and slips and falls. And Judge Reinhold's laughing his ass off, and then John Ashton has to be in this piece of shit suit. Goes to a bar. He has like a Coke. Is how much is this? $7. $7. I need to blow him for $7. When they're coming out of the bar, they get shot at. And I disagree. It's cool if people don't like the film, or I disagree. I don't think there's any problems with the editing of the film. I'm looking to see who the editor. Billy Weber. Doesn't say who edited this film. I'm not sure what else the guys edited, but I thought he did fine for the film. No, it says there's 3 people who edited. But Billy Weber dealt with 48 Hours and the first film, Beverly Hills Cop, and Top Gun. I thought the editing was fine. I thought the action was fine. I actually thought it was pretty well shot, at least for me. They go back to Judge Reinhold's apartment, and they have like this match, and Eddie Murphy's going to do this thing with super glue to get a fingerprint. But before that, the Judge Reinhold's place is filled with plants, and Eddie Murphy goes, "Yeah, Billy's really fucked up." Hey, I heard that. Yeah, I was just joking. And then Eddie Murphy starts humming the dating game song. That's what I mean. It's like these 3 guys throughout the rest of the film, and they're having fun. Thus, I'm having fun. Thus, maybe some people out there are having fun with it. I love Judge Reinhold. He has a Rambo 2 poster, and he has a Cobra poster, and he has like a shitload of guns. And Eddie Murphy sees this and goes, "Jesus, Billy." They go look at the fingerprint. They go to the gun club. And again, like these little bits, like Eddie Murphy does this thing with a piece of gum so they can get in. And Judge Reinhold's like, "Can I have a piece? It's my last one." Well, then split it. He splits it, look at John Ashton. Eddie Murphy looks at John Ashton and goes, "None for you." I don't know, just those little bits crack me up. That leads to knowing where the next crime is going to take place. Just one thing leads to another. As going to take place. This deposit or such is going to be robbed. They get there, and like Judge Reinhold pulls out this gun, and Eddie Murphy's like, "Man, we gotta talk. What do you think? You got Clint Eastwood? Dirty Rosewood?" And so Judge Reinhold gets his cement truck, and Eddie Murphy can't believe it, and he gets in. And it has this fun song by the Pointer Sisters, "Be There." Fun song, fun sequence. Judge Reinhold accidentally fucks up other police cars. "That's okay, I know that guy. He's a jerk." And Eddie Murphy's laughing. And he's saying stuff like, "Are you driving with your eyes open? Or are you like using the force?" They get there, one thing leads to another. They go to the Playboy Mansion. And when they get there, there's actually Chris Rock. Like the first film had a little bit role with David Raines. This is Chris Rock. And everyone's like, "This is my truck. $50. Put it next to a limo." Confront Jürgen Prott now at the Playboy Mansion. You have an appearance by Hugh Hefner. "Party's over. Matt's fucked up for everybody." They go to see Gilbert Gottfried because they get some information. Eddie Murphy's able to bullshit himself into it too, saying that the guy's got parking tickets. The guy, Gilbert Gottfried, tries to bribe him. Eddie Murphy takes it, but then later on he gives the money to charity. Which I thought was a good idea because it shows that he's not a dirty cop. He's bullshitting his way, and then he takes the money later on and gives it to charity and such. They find out that there's a crime at the racetrack. one thing leads to another, leads them to this oil field, which pretty much a lot of this Jordan Pratt now owns, and he's robbing a lot of his places because he's going broke, taking the money to buy guns and then sell them overseas to get more money. And Judge Reinhold has like a shitload of guns in his trunk. Eddie Murphy confronts this guy. You like rap music? Well, if you like rap music, how come you ain't smiling? Say, yo, baby, yo, baby, yo. Yo, baby, yo, baby, yo. Say, ow, ow. Not the guy out. Eddie Murphy gets somewhere. Someone gets a drop on him. Judge Reynolds tries to do that same gum thing to get in, like Eddie Murphy did earlier, but he fucks up. And I think the shootout here is a bit better than the shootout in the finale of the first film, because I thought the three of them got their own. These got a lot of their own moments. I mean, Judge Reinhold, he took a bazooka earlier, trying to figure out how to work it, and he hits the button. He actually blows up this truck that's getting away with guns. And John Ashton's like, fuck Rambo. And everyone gets it, getting the bad guys back, the other cops come in. Judge Reinhold had that moment. And I like sort of, Eddie Murphy takes some grenades and blows up this other truck that has more weapons in it. Eddie Murphy gets in this place. Jordan Prado drives towards him. Eddie Murphy's able to shoot him and get out of the way. Then there's Brigitte Nielsen, and now John Ashton has his moment, saving Eddie Murphy. And when he shoots Brigitte Nielsen, John Ashton goes, women. And then Eddie Murphy laughs his ass off. Then the prick guy, he gets his comeuppance, the prick sort of chief of police. Because they're trying to explain nicely, and the chief of police isn't having shit. And Judge Reinhold was like, no, goddammit, you shut up. And then John Ash is like, yeah, kiss my ass. And Eddie Murphy does like he's proud of his boys. That's what I like. Like Eddie Murphy was proud of his boys for standing up to him. For Judge Reinhold saying, no, goddamn it, you shut up. And because he even says after, because the mayor sees this, because he's there, and the mayor fires the chief of police. Eddie Murphy goes to the two of them. If you get your head out of your ass long enough, kiss my ass, man, you get more and more like me every day. Next thing you know, you don't have afros and big dicks and all. Then, I guess the mayor calls Inspector Todd, and Inspector Todd talks to Eddie Murphy, and Eddie Murphy goes, "Yes, my ass left already. I just gotta go catch up with it." And then you have a fun moment, which is this is the last scene in the movie. He said, "Yeah, I love you guys, man." And it's not in a corny fashion. That ends, I think, with the song "Gotta Be a Better Way." That place, better way. I love this film. The first film was a classic. I like this film more. I like this film more because I thought the action was. I like the way the action was handled a bit more. I like the look of the film that Tony Scott gives to it. I still enjoy the soundtrack. I still enjoy the song. Shakedown is my favorite song within the Beverly Hills Cop films. I love that these three guys are, once they get together, they're in it throughout most of the film. Because in the first film, you have the scene with the banana in the tailpipe, then they disappear for a little bit. Then you have the scene in the bar, then they disappear for a bit. Then you have some other stuff. But here it's like, these three guys are really together for, until the end of the film, which I really enjoy. And you really get even more of a bond between these three guys, which that's really one of the main reasons why I enjoy this film. And all the stuff that I was laughing my ass with the thing with the vitamins pretending it's explosives, or the going deep, 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 deep undercover, and all this other stuff. Judge Reinhold, John Ashton, stand up for themselves, and Eddie Murphy being proud of them, like that sort of look he does. Harold Faltermeyer still did a great job with the score. I love this film. I think this film's entertaining. This also has features. Shakedown. Little behind the scenes on the song for Shakedown. Deleted scene, which is them sneaking in to I think the gun club, and it's more extended, because it's them getting through the wires. I'm kind of glad it was cut out, because you could tell that from time to time they actually broke the lasers. It's not wires, but it's lasers, not wires. But it's like lasers. And if you break the laser beams, it sounds the alarm. And if you watch carefully, you can tell they actually break the beams a couple times, so I'm glad they didn't use it. Otherwise, wait a minute, that doesn't make sense. Maybe they would have fixed it more with editing or something, but it's cool to see. But it was a scene that was in the trailer. If you watch the trailer, there's that little scene where they're going through where they're going through the laser beams for the alarm. That's on the delete. That's the deleted scene. Behind the scenes feature from back in the day. Interviews once again with John Ashton, Judge Reinhold, Tony Scott is interviewed, Jared Bruckheimer. I really enjoy this film. Love the film. Whether it be little touches like this, the coat that he has, Detroit Lions coat, that gives him a definitive look. I thought the dialogue was still really funny. I thought Eddie Murphy was still in prime form. I thought Judge Reinhold, and John Ashton were still really good. I like the bad guys, Brigitte Nielsen and Jurgen Prochnow. I thought they did just as fine as Steven Berkoff in the first film. I thought the action scenes were handled fine. I thought the score was good. It wasn't just an exact copy of the first one. The songs were good. Again, Shakedown is my favorite song of all the films. And you got to see more of these three guys together. And you got to see more of that in this film. So that's why this is still absolute classic. But if I had to pick a favorite, I have to give it to this one. Yeah, granted, it's a film I grew up watching more. That's not saying this is still a great movie. But if I had to pick between the two, this would be my favorite. I really enjoy this film. Came out in 1987. Was the third biggest hit of the year behind Three Men and a Baby and Fatal Attraction. Did very well. Made like $150 million in the U.S. And unfortunately, that didn't carry over because you know what's next. See you later.